Hey guys, it's Rob from Expedition Team Overland here at the Green Bank Telescope. Welcome to a cold, wet, late November trip. So we're here at the Green Bank Telescope to just visit it. You can't take any cameras on the inside, but I took the bus tour. It was really awesome. We got the original telescope right here, and so we're heading down to the Blue Ridge Overland Gear Flea Market, and we're going to be doing that. So we got some trails tomorrow. I'm going to hit camp tonight. Not sure how much video I'm going to be able to do with it being getting dark out here, but I'll try to get some stuff of camp. So let's go explore Virginia and West Virginia on the last trip of the summer of the year. Good morning from a cold, rainy fall morning up in West Virginia. We're up on Sheep Mountain, which is just north of Cass, West Virginia, in Green Bank. Yesterday I did a big push from Akron down to Green Bank. I've been wanting to hit up the Green Bank Telescope for years. Finally had the opportunity to do it. So just got there. I left Akron around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then got into Green Bank with just a quick two fuel stops and a quick lunch. Got into Green Bank around 3-ish. Was able to see the museum, did the bus tour. Now there are a bunch of other tours available at the Green Bank Telescope that you can do, but needs prior authorization, so you got to do a background check for you to go into the control rooms and such like that. So that's why I'll sign up for that more in advance. Something really cool. There is absolutely zero cell phone coverage anywhere around Green Bank and Cass, so that's all part of the National Science Foundation and the radio free zone. So there is zero cell phone coverage. So just be aware of that. Even in Cass, West Virginia, that's where the railroad is, there is zero cell phone coverage. So I got coverage here up on Sheep Mountain. I took some forest roads to get up here, and it was rainy, dark, so I didn't break out the camera. Also, I didn't break out the camera yesterday because of the radio free zone. You're not allowed to take any video or anything when you actually go into the fence line of the telescopes. You have to power off all your cell phones, and if you don't want to power them off, they have to put them in a RFID blocking box, just so they don't disturb the signals of the telescopes. So here we are. We're up here in the fog. We're gonna go check out the overlook. I don't think we're gonna see much of it. There's a fire tower somewhere up there in the fog. This is a really nice camp spot here. Fit a lot of vehicles. There's like 3 fire rings. A really nice established fire ring here. Nice sitting areas, but this is a beautiful campsite up here on Sheep Mountain. So plan for today is to just work our way down to Bedford. I'm meeting up with Fitz. He's got some pretty easy trails we're going to try to do. We don't do anything too crazy. I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to sell that's just loose in the back. So then we're just going to make it to camp early tonight. A bunch of people camping out at the farm, so we're going to go hang out with them. And then tomorrow's the flea market. So let's get on the road. We're going to meet Fitz in Cass at the Cass Railroad General Store. So let's get down there. So I will say I just installed these Rubicon Extreme fender flares. They're what's on the Rubicon Extremes that come with the 35-inch tires. For legal reasons, the entire tire has to stay inside the fender for a couple states. So Mopar had to make these little fender flares. They actually made a big difference between that and the mud flaps that I have. I'm not sure whose mud flaps those are, but I do have considerably less debris and dirt flying up. I do have some on that hinge there, but it's considerably less than what it usually is. So really happy with this, with those fender flares. Camper worked out awesome last night as usual. I had the heater going on high, nice and warm. I sleep so good in this thing. I got almost 10 hours of sleep last night. I went to bed real early, so it was a really good night. Little windy. The tent fabric is really tight on the alley cab, so which is nice because it doesn't flap in the wind like a traditional tent. So let's get down to Cass. Alright, it's just a foggy mountain coming down. Sheep Mountain here. We're We were on Forest Road 235. It's a really, really good forest road here. Some sections were just recently groomed earlier in the season, I think. There probably are some phenomenal overlooks here of the valley below, but you just can't see anything with the fog, unfortunately. But it's a really good road on our way into West Virginia. This one forest road I had last night put me into a camp, and then the road just didn't exist that I created. And then when I came up here last night, it was so dark couldn't see anything, but today I saw there was a gate on the other end, so it's definitely a closed forest road. So alright, so we're working our way back to meet up with Fitz. Alright, so we're here at the Cass Company store in Cass, West Virginia. They have a nice little restaurant. Came in here, had a good burger and fries last night for dinner. Gonna get a breakfast sandwich after I walk around a little bit while we wait for Fitz. This is where you can get the train, the Cass Scenic Railroad. Really cool gift shop inside. A lot of train memorabilia, history on the on West Virginia railroading, which was all mostly coal and lumber. So we're gonna walk around they have some rail cars here that you can walk around. So we're gonna walk around some of these older railroad cars. So here's the railroad station. I assume this is this is the original one. Probably been remodeled a couple times. They got more gift stops inside for the railroad. Oh, this is the Durbin and Greenbrier Valley Railroad. But also the Cass Scenic Railroad. I think it's all the same. They're it's shut down for the season. They have 3 weekend trains they said that they have for Christmas. I don't think it's a Polar Express, just a Christmas themed train. So it's here's all these older railroad cars, some old box cars, coal tenders. I think the last one here is a refrigerator car. Still has a lot of rail history here with the with coal. Yep, Hops and Sons milk refrigerator. So it's an old refrigerator car. And a whole bunch of old box cars, coal tenders. There's an older crane work car. And further down there are some engines. Go check those out. Alright, here's some newly painted ones. Here's a Pittsburgh and West Virginia, a PRR, Pennsylvania Railroad, boxcar and coal tender. Looks like a B&O car was it's somewhat redone a little bit rusty, not too bad. And then 3 really old cool boxcars. Alright, so we met up here with Fitz now. He's got the whole day planned out. We're just left out of Cass. We're on paved roads right now to get down to some dirt tracks. He says he's got some pretty good trails mapped out. We have to make one stop up to get to the distillery. He wants to buy some stuff. So and then off down to Bedford for the Blue Ridge Overland Gear flea market. Alright, we had to pull over here real quick. Fitz had a water bottle explosion. We're down here on one of the forest roads, making really good timing. This has been a real good forest road. We've been in the fog all day, all morning. We just broke out of the fog. It's the first time we've actually seen the sun. It's kind of the sun, but haven't been able to get the cameras out. It's just been real thick fog. Supposedly we're gonna have some good river crossings, creek crossings. But we're having a really great day. It's a little on the muddier side. You can see the fender flares are kind of doing their work a little bit better, but it's a nice muddy Jeep. Got some cleaning to do on Tuesday.
We've definitely come down a lot from where we were riding on that ridge line earlier this morning. We're only at 2,300 feet elevation here.
So here we are, just came through some really cool valley. Should have got the camera out for the valley shots, but this is a really cool, highly untrafficked road. There are some houses up on it, but you can tell it's untrafficked with the amount of leaves and foliage that are still on the road. So it's been a fun day. Alright, so we're on this mountain road. It is paved, unfortunately, but it's actually kind of nice it is paved. It's pretty gnarly with the wetness. We'd just be skidding and sliding everywhere. But we had to stop here for the view. What do you have to say about this view?
It's incredible. Virginia honestly never disappoints. I feel like every turn is just this great expanse. Like if you're dissatisfied with this, then you have something wrong with you.
From the philosopher Fitz.
Yeah, right. So deep, for sure. This just goes on forever.
This is absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's get back on the road. Alright, so we're back up on one of these fire roads here. This is a route that I actually redid this route with Jason MSO in 2018. I'm not really sure the name of it. We think that there's going to be some creek crossings. I bet they're going to be pretty high. There's been a lot of water, but we have been really good luck all week with this weekend with good roads. This road would be absolutely amazing at peak fall. We're all saying at the winter time with a snowstorm, with big snowflakes. This would be a fun road to run. So this is going to be saved for future reference for me for sure to come back at different times of the year to explore. So I took the lead for a little bit here. Since I already had this track, Fitz was responsible for putting all these networks together. He knows it. He knows these roads a little bit better. He's got more experience back here than I do to get us down to Bedford. So, but we ran this in 2018, so I took the lead for a little bit. This is a really fun road. Alright, it's getting late in the day. It's 4 o'clock. We're on this very primitive road. You can pretty much tell there's been nobody on it for a long time. This is pretty awesome. We got some fantastic views of the valley below. We got these big these little apexes. Make it a little fun. This is Fitz's back way into the farm for the flea market. This is pretty gnarly. This is the best off-roading we've done.
That turn is impressive.
This is an incredibly primitive road. You can tell there's very little traffic.
Sure, we're going to go underneath the Blue Ridge Parkway through one of those cool old stone tunnels on this road.
And man, we got some great views, but man, you just gotta take it slow. This is a lot of fun. This is really good off-roading that we got going on here. Super primitive. Wish we had a drone to get out and see some of this. All right, so here we are. We are actually officially passing the Appalachian Trail right here. I think it's part of this. I think it's part of this right here. Let's walk here a little bit. See if it comes down here. Nice little camping spot right here. I can't tell where the AT comes from. I think it crosses somewhere right here. It must go up the road a little bit. We'll have to figure this out. So yeah, that's the AT right there. All right, so here's the other part of the AT. Oh shit! Yeah, the other part of the AT. You take the trail take the Jeep road a little bit, and it takes you back here to the AT. Let's see. I thought it would have a mileage. FDR 1.5 miles. Thought maybe it'd have a marking, you know, to the top and end of the trail. It's pretty cool. There won't be any hikers too late in the season. All right, here we are. We're coming up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're gonna go underneath it, under one of these famous stone bridges. Really cool. Alright, Fitz is saying we're turning into a horse trail, so we're gonna, I'm showing it as a Forest Service road, so we'll check this out. So we're calling this the Imogen Pass of the East Coast. That's what we're calling this. This is a really fun trail. You got a lot of low-hanging trees.
As long as you hang tight to your passenger side under this next tree fall,
you gotta check everything.
Getting under it, but I'll keep an eyeball on my mirrors for you. If you feel like you're getting close, I can spot you under it.
Alright, so stay passenger, we'll go. Here's one of those low-hanging trees. He said stay passenger.
Go hard, passenger. Straight. You're clear.
Good morning from a warmish morning here in Bedford, Virginia. We're up here at the Blue Ridge Overland Gear Flea Market Rendezvous. A bunch of us camped here last night. We watched the Tyson fight, or whatever you want to call it. It was a great night sitting around we had a bunch of little propane fires going. Made my famous stir-fried chicken last night, which was a hit. So I'm only staying for the flea market. I gotta head back today. So just hang out a little bit more. Then I'm actually gonna break camp, get everything ready to go, get my little booth set up. We're gonna get going, man. But it is an absolutely beautiful morning. Oh my God, sun just coming up. Yeah. Great morning here in Bedford. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday, but man, last night the wind was howling. It was howling. It would just come right through this little valley here between the Jeeps, and man. But once you get this up really good in the camper, good morning. Alright guys, well that's a wrap for the 2024 Blue Ridge Overland Gear Flea Market. Great time, great fun seeing a lot of people, interacting with a lot of people, selling one of the big hits here. There's a couple people from Pennsylvania, so we spent a lot of time talking about the Pennsylvania the BDR and the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. So great time, back here next year. Till next time, see you later.